If you are a blues rock guitar player trying to build an affordable pedal rig, do not move, because this video is all about the 10 most affordable pedals for blues rock. Quite a while back actually, I did a video on the 8 most affordable pedals for a metal rig, and a viewer commented on that particular video and asked me if I could do one of those for blues rock. So the first thing that I found is the more of these videos that I make, the more difficult they become to make, because I really don't want to have any repeats of pedals from one to the next. I think I accomplished that one okay. I'll be honest, I didn't go back and look at which pedals I had included in the metal rig video, but I think I got a pretty good memory, and we're going to see what we can do. So the criteria for this list, these are pedals based on quality versus pricing, but more specifically, new pricing. This does not take into account what you might be able to find at a discounted price on the used market. So here they are, the 10 most affordable pedals for a blues rock rig, in the order that I would put them on my own pedal board. Number 1, Mini Morley wah. There's quite a few wah pedals out there that are under $100. The thing that I like about the Mini Morley is it's a little bit smaller footprint, and like most Morley wahs, it is switchless, meaning that it activates on a springed mechanism. You put your foot on it, the wah turns on. You take your foot off of it, it comes off. And if you get on Morley's website, they even have a video or two about how to open up the inside of it, get in there and adjust it so that the wah turns on and off at the appropriate time for you, because that's different for everybody. I've been a big fan of Morley wahs for most of my life. My all-time favorite wah pedal is the Ibanez Weeping Demon. However, those are no longer in production, and the Morley wahs are a very close second for me. Number 2, TC Electronic Forcefield compressor. Me, as a hard rock metal guy, I don't use compressor pedals very often at all. Matter of fact, I've demoed very few of them on my channel. However, one that I have demoed was the TC Electronic Forcefield compressor. This pedal comes out of their Smorgasbord series. It's very, very affordable. You can pick these up for $49.99, I believe, and they are built like tanks. That entire series of pedals are extremely well built. You could pretty much drive a nail with it if you needed to. Very simple design, 3-knob compressor, and it's got TC Electronics engineering behind it, so sounds great. Number 3, the Electro-Harmonix Flat Iron Fuzz. If you followed my channel at all, you're probably aware that I hate fuzz pedals. If you're new to my channel, please be aware I hate fuzz pedals. However, when the Electro-Harmonix Flat Iron Fuzz came out a few months ago, earlier this year, I think it was, I checked out a few videos and I was actually pretty impressed. Really, what this is, it's a clone of the Proco Rat, and that pedal, which is actually another one of that I've never been a real big fan of, but that one kind of walks the line between distortion and fuzz. So it's kind of an interesting pedal. And I've never liked fuzz pedals. I've never liked rat pedals. And the first couple of demos of the Flat Iron Fuzz that I heard, I thought it actually sounded really, really awesome, and I ran out and bought one right away as soon as I could. And then subsequently did a demo on it, and it's a really, really cool pedal. So if you are looking for a fuzz pedal to add into your blues rock guitar rig, this is the one I'm going to recommend, because it's really the only one that I like. However, I don't just like it, I really, really like it. Oh, and by the way, it's also priced well under $100. Number 4, the Outlaw Effects Deputy Marshal Distortion. This distortion pedal is basically Outlaw Effects are one of my favorite pedal companies. I like just about everything of theirs I've ever. Matter of fact, I do like everything of theirs that I've ever tried. Extremely affordable. Most of them can be had for around 50, 60, 70 bucks. This one being on the lower end of that. I know Musician's Friend actually has Outlaw Effects pedals on sale right now, and the Deputy Marshal is currently on sale for $49.99. This pedal is a Marshal Plexi in a box, as the name suggests, and an awfully good sounding one. If you really want to get that classic Marshall tone in a pedal, this is probably the most affordable way that I can think of to do it. I actually have a second pedal to mention alongside this one, so you can actually pick and choose because they both are kind of have the same design concept behind them. That other pedal is the Tone City Golden Plexi. Also an excellent Marshall in a box distortion pedal. This one is also a favorite of well-known YouTube personality, one Mr. Rob Chapman. Rob Chapman seems to love this pedal, and I think they're both fantastic. You're not going to go wrong with either one. They're both priced right around the $50 range. What else do you need? Number 5, Boss SD1 Super Overdrive. What blues rock guitar rig is complete without a tube screamer circuit of some kind on it? Rather than go with the tube screamer circuit, I decided to go with Boss's version of it because this pedal sells brand new for $49.99. A brief rundown is the Boss originally came out with the OD1. Ibanez essentially kind of took that same design, stole it, added a tone knob into it, which we now know as the tube screamer. And Boss then came back with the SD1, the Super Overdrive, which was basically the exact same design. And they haven't changed much in that circuit at all. The SD1 has remained in production this entire time. It has never gone out of production. It's one of Boss's all-time greatest selling guitar pedals, and has been used by tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of artists. Most notably for my purposes, it was a favorite of one Mr. Zakk Wylde before MXR came out with his signature overdrives. And the MXR Zakk Wylde overdrives actually were based on the design of the SD1. I know he's not a blues rock guitar player, but he's one of my favorites, and that says a lot to me. Number 6, the Pigtronix Class A Boost Micro. I actually did a demo of the original Pigtronix Class A Boost on this channel, and the Micro is really the exact same pedal. They just took the same circuit and shoved it into a micro-sized boost pedal. So if you would like to get an idea of what it sounds like, I'll post a link to that video down below. Like I said, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Matter of fact, Pigtronix actually discontinued the original Class A Boost in favor of the Micro version because it's a little bit more inexpensive and, of course, has a much smaller footprint on a pedal board. Great little boost pedal. You can even, in the right situation, you can even use it as an overdrive of sorts. A very unique sounding overdrive. Boost pedals and overdrive pedals aren't the same, but this one can be used that way and is pretty unique sounding. By the way, if you would rather not have a boost pedal on your board and you have opted to go with the Tone City Golden Plexi distortion pedal that I mentioned earlier, you can actually step up and get the Tone City Model M, which I have demoed on this channel here in the past. That is basically a golden plexi pedal with a boost in it. Kill two birds, right? Number 7, the MXR M234 Analog Chorus. Great little chorus pedal. This is actually a 5-knob, so this chorus pedal is inside the $100 range, I believe, and has all kinds of tweakability on it. If there's a specific chorus sound that you're looking for, this pedal should be able to produce it, or at least get awfully close, and all for a very, very affordable price. And it's MXR, so you know it's built extremely well. Number 8, Ibanez Analog Delay Mini. This pedal is a mini version of the famous 89 9 series analog delay that came out back in the 1980s. If you were not familiar with the Ibanez 89, that is the one that Joe Satriani actually used on his very famous Surfing with the Alien album. When that album came out, everybody was trying to figure out what he was using for a delay, because that was at the height of digital delay when everything was going digital, and nobody was even thinking about analog delay anymore until Joe Satriani recorded Surfing with the Alien. All of a sudden, everybody had to have analog delay. The AD9 has been a very simple, easy-to-use analog delay that has remained popular ever since, and now Ibanez makes it in a mini version that holds true to the original circuit. And blues rock players seem to love analog delay. This is the way I would go. Oh, and one other thing, the Ibanez pedals are still today being made in Japan. I almost went with an inexpensive Chinese-made clone of the 89 because it was slightly under $100, but the difference between the actual analog delay mini and the clone that I was thinking about mentioning on this list was only about $30. So, in my opinion, it is definitely worth it and a better investment to just get the original. Number 9. The TC Electronic Drip Spring Reverb. When you start getting up into the modulation and time-based effects, the prices seem to go up. So, I tried really hard to avoid any manufacturer duplicates on this list, but I had to go with TC Electronic again on this one. They make a great quality, great sounding spring reverb in a pedal form that sells brand new for about $60. And again, another smorgasbord pedal that you're just not going to be able to kill it. Number 10, the Danelectro Billionaire Series C.E.O. Tremolo. There are actually 2 tremolos in this series. One of them called the C.E.O., the other one is called the Filthy Rich. And I happen to like the C.E.O. a little bit better just because I think it's a little bit thicker and a little bit lusher and a little bit, just a little bit more tremolo-y. I haven't had a chance to own any of these new Danelectro pedals, but I think it's great to see, a company that's been around for so many years like Danelectro has, that actually designed one of the original tremolo circuits in one of their amplifiers back in the 1940s. That is the circuit that this pedal is based on. So it's a really, really cool vintagey sounding type of tremolo made by a company with a ton of history behind it. They have a really cool modern retro look to them. They're well made, and I think they're really, really cool. And if you're going to buy yourself a tremolo pedal for a blues guitar rig, why not buy one under $60? So, there you have it. That is it for this list. There are 10 of the most affordable pedals that you can buy for a blues guitar rig. Blues rock guitar rig. Maybe not the most affordable ones out there, but certainly the most affordable ones that I would buy for myself if I were ever to find myself building a guitar rig such as this one. I hope that you found this informative. I hope that you found this helpful. If there are some other pedals that you would include for such a guitar rig for yourself, drop them down in the comment section below. Let us know what you're thinking. That would be fantastic. Maybe there's some others out there that I completely overlooked. I will link up all of the pedals that I did talk about down in the description below so that you can check that out. Also down in the description will be some links where my wonderful viewership, and ways that you can support this channel. If you went and checked those out as well, I would be very, very grateful. And don't forget to hit that little red subscribe button down there and that little red bell button thing right there next to it. That always helps out a lot as well. By the time you guys get to see this video, I will hopefully have a much better suntan as I will have just returned from my vacation. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.